Hi everyone, and welcome back to another vlog. And today, if you can tell by my name, the last video, or the title above, today we'll be talking about Chrono Crusade, which is one of my absolute favorite animes, if not my favorite. Um, so I just kind of wanted to talk about that. I originally found it randomly looking through AMVs back when I was really into it in my freshman sophomore year of high school. Um, and if you haven't seen this particular AMV that I'm about to talk about, it was the 2007 Best Romance AMV for Anime Boston. So you can type that into the search bar and it'll bring you right to it. But that's the one that I had pulled up one day and I was watching it. And like within the first couple of clips, I was like, okay, yeah, I recognize most of these animes. But then one came out that I had never seen before, and I really it caught the art style really caught my eye. Um, and so I was like, okay, I'm kind of interested in this. And then there was also that awesome romantic aspect that they showed. It's one of those things that has the kind of romantic vibe in Chrono Crusade. Um, so I did a little bit of research, and then I finally found the name of this anime, and of course it was Chrono Crusade. And so I ended up pulling up the first episode and watching it, and I was laughing almost the entire episode. I mean, it was just so funny, and so I was like, okay, this is a comedy. Like, I knew nothing about this. Like, I knew nothing about the plot. I knew nothing. And I'm not gonna. I'm horrible at telling plots, and so I think probably the best thing to advise you if you don't know what this is to maybe pause this or um, whatever and pull up Wikipedia, Funimation, something that will have the actual plot on it, because I promise they will do a way better job than I am um, at actually giving you a legit, um, well worded plot. So there you go. Um, and so I guess gosh, where was I? I lose my place so easily. But anyways, I was watching the first episode. And I was like, okay, this is a comedy, awesome, and I love comedies. And then I was like, oh yeah, and there was that romantic aspect that I saw in the MV. So I was like, oh yes, romantic comedy, even better, you know. Because us girls, we just love our romantic comedies. Yay. But and so I started watching it, and I got really invested in the plot. And by the time it suddenly stopped to me, oh, this is not a comedy. Yeah, it was too late, and I mean, no return. Not saying that there wasn't comedic aspects, because there was. There's parts throughout the entire series that like it would just be like, I don't know, like serious, and then all of a sudden it'd be like I'm rolling on the floor the next minute. So I mean, it's very well rounded, I guess, in that aspect. It's not just like I am horror genre, I'm romance genre. Like it's like a bunch of. I'm not saying that this is horror. I don't know what this is. It's hard to say, but it's well rounded in the genres that embody it, and I just really enjoyed the character design. All of the characters were so well developed, because there's not a lot of strong leading girls with the personality and the strength that Rosette has, and at the same time, there's not a lot of I guess, demons or whatever, that have the characteristics of Chrono, and so on. I mean, every character was so well developed, and it was, um, I think a lot of them were, in my opinion, refreshing in the fact that it wasn't like the same character design. Oh, I've seen this a million times. And the setting too. The setting's the 1920s. Like, um, it was a very interesting time, and so that was another really interesting aspect of it. And then there was, of course, the not the friendship between Chrono and Rosette is not traditional, and there wasn't. Um, it ended up in the end, not in the end, but their friendship of not judging one another, like Rosette was like a nun and Chrono was like a demon. There was no judgment there between the two of them. And in the end, well, okay, just kind of mild spoiler. They ended up kind of teaching everyone else. Chrono kind of taught the demons, and Rosette kind of taught the nuns that you shouldn't judge one another. And yes, they might not be for the same things as us, but that doesn't mean that they're bad. And I thought that was one thing that I really took away from the show. Just that level of non-judgment. So yeah, that was something that was really good. And also, I already mentioned the art style. I'm a really artsy person, and so I love the art style. I thought it was very um, beautiful and well drawn and full of approval. I don't really have credentials and any authority, but you have my seal of approval. So yeah, um, I guess right now I'm going to take the time to kind of talk about the end, and I don't want to spoil it for anyone. This is kind of wrapping up, so if you don't want to spoil it for yourself, then you can um, go ahead and, I guess, I don't really know how to say this, leave if you don't want to hear anything about the ending, because I don't want to be the person that gives it away. But if you've seen it, or if you just want to stick around, because I'm one of those people, I'm just like, I want to spoil it for myself, yay! Then you're more than welcome to stay. But everyone that's leaving right now, I guess I'll see you next time, and I hope this was informative for Chrono Crusade. And overall, I definitely say go at least watch the first episode or so, like first couple of episodes. And yeah, definitely, I don't think it would be a waste of your time to at least try it. So that's what I'm saying for Chrono Crusade. And I also wanted to go into the ending because I thought it was very interesting, and I thought it had a lot to say about the point and the reason why this anime was, and why they had um, written this, because there was a point to it, and that was also another thing that was refreshing. It had a point, and they had something to prove. Um, the ending wasn't the typical, oh, happy ending, everything's all good in the end. No. Um, you know, in the end, if you're still sticking around, Chrono and, Chrono and Rosette, they ended up passing away. Um, but the way that it happened, and I'm still trying to be as vague as possible, just putting that one out there. Um, the way that they did it was just how the ending was written was great, because yes, they saved the day. They defeated evil in the end. They well, you'll see in the end, or you'll know. Um, they defeated evil for the moment. Evil always comes back, but um, they did that. They helped the nuns, the two different sides, the nuns and the demons, realize, okay, we can work together for a common cause, even though we're not for the same exact things and we don't believe in the same exact things. So that was another good thing that I got from it. And just also, it was, I don't feel like it needed that happy ending. I think the ending in itself and it showed um, how important life is and how you need to um, experience it for yourself and how you need to spend every moment doing what you love and what you think is right and what you believe in. Um, and so that was something that I really, really liked about it. And I'm not going to take much more of your time. I'm just going to wrap up by saying I am not a crier in the least. I never cry. But this had me in tears and like I'm not gonna okay. I'm not judging anybody based on their beliefs. I'm just saying like I'm a firm believer in God. And I was like on my knees after this and I'm like, God I was so it really affected me and especially that little snippet at the end. I was like, what? But I mean, not saying I believe it. I'm just saying like I was just like, it's always interesting to kind of hear that random stuff. But I was just like, I was just really affected by it, and it got me thinking about my own life and just how I want to um, be a better person, and I want to inspire. I want to change people, not change people, but I want to change views for the better. I want people to be more understanding of one another, and I think this was a really, really great series, kind of getting those ideas across to um, various people and its viewers. But anyways, I'm gonna let y'all go because I'm running kind of long, short. I'm going way over than I wanted to, more than I wanted to. I'm sorry. Anyways, if you haven't watched it and you're still around, like I said, I totally do not think it's going to be a waste of your time. It's an awesome series, and I love it. And I'm about to look into getting the manga, so wish me luck. Anyways, I'm going to let y'all go. So until the next time, I'll see y'all later. Bye.